Who has the best private island? So we've been to both Royal Caribbean's private island and Disney's private island. Which one is better? To answer that question, you really have to do some thinking about what's important to you. So we love Coco Cay, Royal Caribbean's private island, and we also love Castaway Cay, Disney's private island. We love both of them for different reasons, and I'm going to tell you why we love each one and what's different, and maybe you can decide which one is better for you. So let's start out with Royal Caribbean's private island, Coco Cay. Coco Cay can accommodate about 13,000 passengers a day. Royal Caribbean said in 2023 it had about 2.5 million people visiting the island, and they were going to estimate about 3 million people visiting the island in 2024. Coco Cay also has a 33,000 square foot freshwater pool on the island, and it is the largest freshwater pool in the Caribbean. Coco Cay also has a water park that you can visit at an extra cost. In that water park, it has the tallest water slide in the Caribbean and also has the largest wave pool in the Caribbean, which I don't think there's any other wave pools in the Caribbean, so it is what it is. There's also a 8,000 square foot kids structure, children's play area structure that is pretty much shaped like a boat. And then there's another one that has like a water slides, like smaller water slides for kids, and also has like a splash pad area. They also have other excursions you can do, like swimming with the pigs. There's a giant balloon that goes up in the air. They have zip lines. They have all sorts of stuff, all at an extra cost. They also have a new adult area, the Hideaway, which is located on part of the island that you can only go if you're an adult, and that is also an extra cost on top of anything else you want to do. There's also another private little area called the Beach Club at another additional cost if you want to go there, which also has its own pool and beach area. On that beach area, they do have over-the-water cabanas at an extra cost, and on the beach cabanas at an extra cost. And you also, with that beach club area, you also do get a upscaled lunch compared to the free food that's on the island by itself. The adult area also has its own pool over there. They have DJs, they have food, they have all sorts of stuff again, but that area is an additional cost, and it just depends on when you go, what that cost is going to be. They do have free areas like the 33,000 square foot freshwater pool. That is in the free area. You can go in there. It's really fun. A lot of times it's very, very cold. It does have a pool bar, like a swim up bar area. It's a really fun time. You can also go snorkeling and things like that. The beach areas are not the biggest areas on Coco Cay. Most people go to the pools and stuff like that. But again, you can go to the beach. Like I said, the beach club has a private beach. There's also another beach that is a beach you can go to beside that one. There's also a beach on the other side of Coco Cay. So there's quite a few beaches on there, but they're just not the biggest beaches. So my kids and family, they love Coco Cay. My kids love the kids areas. We went to the water park once. It is pretty pricey, and it again just depends on what time of year you go. Depends on how much that price is going to be. They also have cabanas in there that you can get that comes with a water park ticket. I think it's up to 8 people or something like that. But you can go in there and spend the whole day in the water park, and it's a lot of fun. But again, it is a little bit pricey. But my family loves going to the beach club. That's one of our favorite spots on Coco Cay, and we pretty much go there almost every time we go to the private island, just because we love the food, we love the service, and I love the pool. I'm not really a beach person, so I stay at the pool while the kids and Lindy go to the beach. So those are the stats for Coco Cay. Let's go over to Disney's Castaway Cay. So Castaway Cay is a different beast all in itself. There's only one ship that can dock at a time, so it's not as crowded as Coco Cay could be, with that 13,000 passengers that they can be on there at one time. Castaway Cay only has that one smaller ship that's usually about 6,000 to 7,000 people at a time that goes onto the island. They also have things that you can rent, like bikes, like snorkel gear, things like that. And in their snorkeling area, it's a little bit different than Coco Cay. Castaway Cay's area has like fun things that you can go find. It's a very, very big snorkeling area that's just for snorkeling in itself, and it has all sorts of fun like statues and things you can find while you're snorkeling. So it's a lot more fun snorkeling at Castaway Cay, in my opinion, than going over to Coco Cay and snorkeling over there. They also have a kids area on Castaway Cay, but it's a little bit different in the fact that you can leave your kids in the kids area over in Castaway Cay. You can't do that at Coco Cay. You can't just be like, here kids, have fun, and then you go do your own thing. On Disney's private island, you can actually go there because they have cast members that work in the kids club over there called Scuttle's Cove, and they can go play. They have little water slides over there. They have splash pads. They have sports things that they can do. They also feed the kids while they're over there if they're hungry. So it's a whole new thing that you can just pretty much drop off your kids. If they love the kids club on the ship, they'll love the kids club on the island as well, and then you can drop them off and then go do adult things. So speaking of adult things, you can also go over to Disney's adult beach, which is pretty far away from the regular beach. You have a tram that can bring you over there, or you can walk, whichever one you feel like doing, but it has its own area for adults at no extra cost. So you can just go over there. They have some food over there as well. So if you don't want to come all the way back to the main area for food, you can stay over there and eat their food over there. But it is a free adult area that you can go to anytime you want. They also have some slides and other kid stuff in the ocean that's also free. You don't have to pay for any of that stuff. You can just go out there, have fun, and do your thing. The slide's actually really, really fun. It goes into the ocean. So you have to swim out to it, and you get onto it, and then you go down the slide. There's 2 different slides out there on that one, and you go in, and then you end up back into the ocean, which is really, really fun. My kids love doing it, and we love doing it with them. There's also another spot over there that they can do, it's like a jungle gym type thing in the ocean as well, that the kids absolutely love going on and playing and just doing some fun things in the ocean other than just swimming in it. Now, Castaway Cay does not have any pools to get into, so there's no pool area. So if you're not a beach person and you just like going in the pool, this is not going to be the place for you because there's no pools. You can stay on the ship and do their pools, but there's no pools on the island itself. Now, they do have a couple different areas for eating, which is all free. It's barbecue kind of stuff. It's really, really good food. We love the food there, but they have 2 main food places, and then they have the one over in the adult area. So anytime you're hungry, you can just go over there, and they open from a certain time to a certain time, depending on the day, to go eat lunch. But they also have other places that you can get snacks throughout the day as well. Fresh fruits, chips, things like that. Now, unlike Royal Caribbean, Disney doesn't have a drink package when it comes to drinks, or when it comes to sodas or alcoholic beverages. So if you want an alcoholic beverage, you're going to have to pay for that separately at any of the bars. If you want sodas, though, those are all free on the island and on the ships. There's also things like biking that you can do. You can go on a long bike ride, and there's actually an observation tower that you can bike to, and it's really, really fun. You can do a 5K there. It's Castaway Cay 5K. You can go do that. You can earn a medal and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. If you are a runner, you can go do the running path. They have it all marked off and stuff like that. But you can also bike the path as well. It doesn't count as the 5K. In my opinion, it does, because I did it the last time. But you can go a lot further too with the bikes, and you can go, like I said, stop at the observation deck tower and go up there, and it's really a really cool view of the ship and the rest of the island. But it's really, really fun going on bikes. They have some kids bikes, they have adult bikes, they have adult bikes with kid seats on them as well, and you can just get a bike and start riding. They also have other excursions like parasailing there. They have a banana boat. You can rent jet skis, things like that you can do. There's a glass bottom boat. there's snorkeling, there's all sorts of different excursions. You can pet stingrays, you can do all sorts of different things, and again, it just depends on what you want to do on the island. Those are all at additional cost. Snorkeling though, if you bring your own mask, you can ask for one of their vests that you have to wear when you're snorkeling, but if you bring your own mask, you can go out and do snorkeling for free. So there's a tip for you. If you want to do free snorkeling, bring your own masks, and they'll give you some flippers and some a vest, life vest thing for free. So you can go out and do your own thing, but the other things like parasailing and petting the stingrays and feeding the stingrays and stuff like that, that's all an additional cost, and it just depends on the weather, if those excursions are going to be going that day or not. If it's windy, some of those things don't happen. So we've had that happen quite a bit with getting excursions canceled because of just the weather, and no one can really help that. So those are the two private islands of the big two, Royal Caribbean and Disney, that we've been to. In our opinion, we love both of them, but if we had to pick one or the other, I really like Castaway Cay. I'm a Disney person, so we would rather go to Castaway Cay just because there's more free things to do other than just going into a pool, but the kids love that island. They love playing on the slides. We love going on the bikes. We did that for the first time. One of the last times we were there, it was really fun. But it's a lot of fun, and there's less people. A lot of chairs on the beach and less people. Even though I'm not a beach person, I still rather go to Castaway Cay than Royal Caribbean, because in order to me personally to have a really good time at Coco Cay, we have to go to the beach club, which is an extra cost. We have not been to the adult area over at Castaway or at Coco Cay, but again, that's an additional cost as well, and I'd rather go to spend money at the beach club if I'm going to go, which again, the beach club is amazing, but if we're looking at free stuff to do on each island, I'd rather go to Castaway Cay. So if you've been to either one of those islands, let me know in the comments below. If you've been to both, which one do you prefer? If you haven't been to either one, which one, after hearing what they are, which one would you rather go to? Let me know in the comments below. If you like videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We will see you guys later. Remember to love yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.